Welcome to the Wonder Garden channel, a place where we share tips on growing healthy Phalaenopsis orchids that bloom beautifully all year round. If you're still sprinkling coffee grounds directly onto the base of your orchid, stop immediately, unless you want your plant to become waterlogged and rot like this. To help your orchids produce strong and robust flower spikes, proper care is essential. Avoiding basic mistakes will help the plant stay stable and develop more sustainably. When orchids are provided with adequate nutrients and proper care, they will reward you with vibrant blooms, bright colors, and flowers that last longer on the spikes. If you're new to growing orchids, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any helpful care tips. To use coffee properly, you should not sprinkle coffee grounds directly onto the base of the orchid like this. Doing so can make the growing medium compacted, retain moisture for too long, and easily harm the roots. Instead, use a glass container or any clean jar you have available. Take about 3 teaspoons of ground coffee I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language, comment below, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Then dilute it with 500 milliliters of hot water. Stir well so the coffee dissolves and its nutrients are extracted into the water. Cover it and let it sit for about 3 hours so the solution cools completely and the sediment settles. After 3 hours, filter out all the coffee grounds and keep only the extracted coffee liquid. Next, dilute this solution with 3 liters of clean water to ensure a mild concentration that is safe for the orchid roots. Then I add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda has a mild alkaline property, which helps balance the acidity of the coffee and prevents the growing medium from becoming too acidic. At the same time, it gently cleans the root surface and helps keep the growing environment more aerated. Stir well until everything is fully dissolved, and now you have a more balanced, diluted coffee solution that can be used to water or lightly spray your orchids on a regular basis. Method 1. Pour the prepared solution into a watering can, then gently water the roots and the growing medium of the orchid. When the growing medium is slightly dry, and do it in the morning so the plant can absorb nutrients more effectively. Diluted coffee water can provide a small amount of organic matter and trace minerals. Coffee contains a bit of nitrogen and potassium, elements that support leaf and root development when used at the right concentration. However, this should only be considered a light supplement, not a complete replacement for specialized orchid fertilizers. Adding a small amount of baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, helps neutralize some of the natural acidity of the coffee, preventing the growing environment from becoming too acidic. This is especially helpful if the plant has previously been treated with acidic chemical fertilizers. Baking soda also has mild alkaline properties that can help limit certain types of mold on the surface of the growing medium when used in the right amount. However, it should not be overused, as excessive amounts can alter the root environment. This method should only be applied in moderation, about once a month. and you should always observe the plant's response to adjust accordingly. Method 2. Pour the diluted solution into a spray bottle, then lightly and evenly mist it over the entire orchid plant in the garden. When spraying, create a fine mist and avoid letting the solution form large droplets on the leaves. Don't forget to spray the underside of the leaves, as this is where pests often hide. This method is similar to using a mild foliar fertilizer, helping the plant absorb some trace nutrients through the leaf surface. However, keep in mind that the coffee and baking soda solution is only a supplement and should not completely replace specialized fertilizers. In addition, baking soda can help limit certain types of mold on the leaf surface when used in the correct amount. However, it is not a specialized pesticide, so if the plant is heavily affected by pests or disease, you should apply more appropriate treatment methods. Spray only in the early morning or late afternoon, and avoid overusing it to prevent disrupting the plant's natural environment. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. Method 3. About 30 minutes after misting, use a soft cloth or clean cotton to gently wipe the entire leaf surface. This method helps distribute any remaining solution more evenly across the leaves, while removing excess residue, preventing buildup after drying. Clean and well-ventilated leaves will photosynthesize more efficiently and reduce the risk of fungal issues. Pay special attention to drying the leaf axils and the area where the leaves meet the stem of the Phalaenopsis orchid. These spots tend to retain water easily. If moisture lingers for too long, especially in humid and poorly ventilated conditions, it can become one of the causes of stem or leaf rot. Keeping the crown and leaf axils dry and well ventilated is a small but extremely important step in maintaining healthy and long-lasting Phalaenopsis orchids. Finally, don't overlook this. Place your plant in a spot with bright indirect light, good airflow, and avoid direct harsh sunlight. That's the key to keeping your orchids healthy, with strong roots and beautiful blooms all year round. Results: thanks to proper care and using the solution in the right proportions, my orchids have grown very healthy. The roots have become plump and green, with new root tips constantly emerging and attaching well to the growing medium. After some time, flower spikes began to emerge from the leaf axils, straight, strong, and full of vitality. When the plant is provided with a well-ventilated environment and balanced nutrition, the blooming process becomes more stable and vigorous. Eventually, the flower spikes develop robustly and bloom beautifully, with vibrant colors that last for a long time. This is the result of proper care and consistently observing the plant every day. Take good care of your orchids, and you'll be rewarded with stunning, long-lasting, and lively blooms. What do you think about this organic method of orchid care? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss more simple and effective orchid care tips in upcoming videos.